Greetings indie warriors and welcome to I Dream of Indie Games. Beat 'em up brawlers were a massive part of the 80s arcade explosion. Easy to play, great conversation starters, and full of hard-hitting action. Who didn't love being shoulder to shoulder with a stranger at an arcade cab? Sweat, smoke, and Mountain Dew, what more could you ask for out of life? From the early days of Kung Fu Master and Final Fight to the more pop culture friendly Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, brawlers dominated arcades heading into the 90s. And while the arcade era eventually and sadly faded, the passion for the genre still lives on today. Over the past few years, we've seen incredible modern brawlers like Shredder's Revenge, Streets of Rage 4, and Absalom, and the momentum isn't slowing down. So today we're looking ahead. Here are 10 more arcade-style brawlers releasing in 2026 that you absolutely can't afford to miss. But before that, pile drive the gaming echo chamber into oblivion, just like Hagar over at patreon.com/idreamofindiegames, where your new indie gaming community is waiting for you, and you can gain amazing perks like Discord access and more. Voice to the voiceless. Punching its way to the top of our list is Axe of Blood, drop-kicking its way onto Steam this year. While this is far from your standard 2D beat-em-up and takes place from the third-person perspective, Axe of Blood features some absolutely savage brawling that fans of classics such as Die Hard Arcade will almost certainly appreciate. Taking place in Indonesia, your family has been murdered at the hands of one of your father's not-so-friendly business partners. With revenge on your mind, you'll control Hendra, taking down wave after wave of goons. The dynamic combat engine features no shortage of blocks and counters along with painful ball-busting finishers that will make you clench harder than someone trying to hold a fart in during church services. Plus there's parkour, tons of weapons, and even destructible environments. Players will also be able to choose custom outfits, though I doubt you'll be dressing up as a pretty princess for this one. An unlikely sequel hits the streets next. Coming to PC and all major consoles, it's Mayhem Brawler 2, Best of Both Worlds, the follow-up to what was a surprisingly solid release, Mayhem Brawler. The series' signature comic book art returns, with gameplay inspired by early 90s arcade beat-em-ups. This time around, the game will try to cater to more modern audiences by offering roguelite and RPG mechanics. Some players may welcome these changes, but I could see that being a punch directly into the dick for others. Brawling can be done either solo or online with friends, and there will even be choices to make. Taking place across two different time periods that are crashing together, Mayhem Brawler 2 seems to be an incredibly ambitious release that we can't wait to get our grubby little mitts on. Sticking with the comic book-esque aesthetics, Espectro, the fighter's focus, is a teeny-weeny indie brawler supposedly launching soon. This beat-em-up throwback features retro visuals, sounds, and gameplay, along with some great-looking intermission scenes. Fight back foes playing as Espectro or his allies across the island of Nova Magdala. This island has been overrun by criminals. Evil neural weapons have led to the rise of chaos, and now you'll need to bash through 10 different levels across warehouses, secret bases, and beyond. We love the ambition here and always enjoy shouting out smaller indie releases that deserve your attention, especially ones where you get to kick some serious booty. Let's stick with those lesser-known releases for just another moment, as I'd like to next talk about Down in the Dark, coming to Steam from Tertium Games. In yet another world overrun by criminals and murderers, this brawler doesn't just offer punching, throwing, and kicking, but also features dynamic chase sequences, various puzzles, and even a full-on upgrade system. At its heart, it's a detective tale full of seedy streets and reeking of death. Expect a rocking 80s soundtrack, retro pixel art, and no shortage of weapons for you to knock the shit out of these punks with. Players will even learn new combos and be able to perform vehicle upgrades. Sometimes the smallest indies are the most unique. We've been waiting seemingly forever for RetroWare's Toxic Crusaders, but it is indeed still slated for 2026, so here's to hoping. It would seem that the wait will be more than worth it either way, as this throwback brawler has amazing pixel art and animations. There's also 7 different characters to explore, crude, varied backdrops, and 4-player local or online co-op. Battle through all sorts of creepy thugs across 7 vile worlds, whether playing as Toxie, Junkyard, or Headbanger, just to name a few of the characters. While the show never did get that second season, the game will continue this lost tale while also paying homage to classic films of the genre. I'd rather stick my head into a disgusting porta potty than have to wait any longer for this game. Actually, I take that back, but I really want to play this. Snoochie Boochies! Jay and Silent Bob are back in a brand new beat-em-up. Roll up a blunt and pour one out for your homies because Jay and Silent Bob, Chronic Blunt Punch, is stumbling its way onto PC this year. These two have been causing trouble since their debut outside the Quick Stop in Clerks back in 1994, but now they're tackling yet another video game. With an amazing art style, you'll fight through retro streets and malls as Jay and Bob, unleashing crazy combos, special attacks, assists, throws, and more. There are goofy enemies, goofy weapons, and even a tag feature. Even better, you get the real voices of Jay and Bob delivering quips and stoner wisdom the way only they can. For all you mall rats out there, this is one trip back to the food court you won't want to miss. Just avoid the pretzels. Dead as Disco is dancing onto our list next, letting you step into the platform shoes of once great pop culture icon Charlie Disco as he fights to claw his way back into the spotlight. Joined by his former bandmates, Charlie takes on current popular idols while literally fighting to the beat. Now that's a beat 'em up. This funky blend of melee action and music supports up to 2 players, and it looks stylish as all hell, dripping with retro flair and neon lights. It's certainly not your typical brawler, but that's exactly what makes indie games shine: the wild risks developers are willing to take. Now, I'm not sure it will teach me the electric slide, but it definitely looks worth giving a spin on the dance floor. Our list is being taken over, literally. Takeover 2 is crashing the party next from Pelican 13, and the series is back with sharper visuals, tighter controls, improved sound, and way more content than before. Combat has been completely reworked this time around, letting players take full advantage of the environment. If you can see it, odds are you can grab it and beat someone over the head with it. There are epic combos, parries, finishing attacks, and 2 full game modes, including arcade and challenge. And if your skills are a little rusty, there's even a practice area so you can warm up your fists before hitting the streets. So get ready to put your knuckle to those fuckles this October. Yes, that's a brand new word, and no, you can't have it. Jellicoe's bursting down the door with a brawler of its own, Rushing Beat, rushing onto PC and consoles this March. Technically, it's called Rushing Beat X, Return of Brawl Brothers. Now, I've never played this series before, but it looks like good fun and surprisingly accessible. There are auto combos for beginners, and genre veterans can enjoy ripping those training wheels off like they just don't care. In typical brawler story fashion, you'll be stopping an evil crime syndicate and a virus in this flashy throwback complete with the usual offering of kicks, punches, and dramatic grunts. And for some reason, it suddenly makes me want to bust out the Parappa Master Onion rap. Kick, punch, it's all in the mind. 9 hard-hitting stages await, each letting you choose from 6 different characters with their own stories, moves, and reasons for wanting to kick crime in the sack. Alright, we made it to the end, and there's no way I'm leaving without mentioning He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, Dragon Pearl of Destruction. This series needs no introduction. By the power of Grayskull, it makes perfect sense as a retro arcade brawler. Joined by Man-at-Arms and Teela with another unlockable character, He-Man sets out to bash Skeletor right in the, well, skull. Honestly, he's asking for it. And if you need a mental image, just pretend it's Jared Leto. Oh wait, it will be. Thankfully, this game is based on the animated series, giving us 12 action-packed levels across the He-Man universe, complete with all the heroic shouting you could ever want. Fans of the show are going to fall head over heels for this one. You have the power! Now it's time to add all these games to your wishlist, and as always, thank you for supporting Indie Visibility. Like, subscribe, and keep bringing a voice to the voiceless.